Whether it's Snapchat, Twitter, texting, or whatever your kids are into now, it can be the perfect gateway to inappropriate conversations between students and teachers. And experts say it's become a national epidemic. Our Alani Latang talked with a school administrator and parent about the problem.
The biggest single driver that we've seen of the explosion of inappropriate teacher-student relationships is the presence of private, secret messaging between teachers and students.
Yeah, that's just it. These kids are impressionable.
Chuck Houghton is a father of 9. 6 are in school. He tells me although not all teachers have the same mindset, digital communication could pave the way to racy behavior.
The teachers are authority figures, and if the texting goes on to a point where parents or other authorities aren't aware of it, then they could get into these impressionable kids' heads and take advantage of them.
This is what the former U.S. Chief of Staff for the Department of Education calls preying on the vulnerable.
I think of these folks who do this kind of thing as classroom predators.
Houghton says trust is important in his home. So for his 7th and 9th graders, phone checks are expected.
Let them know that we're going to look through their texts and things like that. We trust our kids quite a bit, so we don't do that a lot. But a lot of it is we just watch their behavior. We look for things that are changing, and if there's things that are changing, we start asking questions.
Currently, there is no law in Michigan that teachers cannot digitally communicate with students.
Navigating those boundaries is tough.
That's why there's apps like Remind, an app that allows teachers and students to text and their contact information is hidden. Each classroom must sign up and a third party can be included in the communication thread.
My wife and I can be subscribed to the same Remind app for a classroom or for a teacher, and we get those texts.
Cal Garant, Michigan's deputy superintendent, tells me how digital communication is handled is left up to each school district.
While we don't have many districts that have reached out to us to ask us for guidance or support on navigating electronic communications between students and staff, we know it's something that schools pay attention to.
And that was Alani Latang reporting. If you suspect or witness any suspicious behavior, you are encouraged to report it to your school, or you can submit a tip anonymously on the state's OK to Say website.